Hello and welcome back. What do you imagine when you gaze up at the stars? That perhaps we're not alone? The size of everything? Space raises a lot of interesting questions. The truth is that we don't have all the solutions. Although we are aware of its size and beauty, we are unsure of its exact size, or how beautiful, for that matter. But some of the things we do know are simply astounding. In order to make you even more amazed by what you see when gazing up at the stars, we've compiled some of the most fascinating space facts below. Number 1. Neutron stars can spin at a rate of 600 rotations per second. One of the potential evolutionary ends for high-mass stars is neutron stars. They are created in a core-collapsed supernova star explosion, and as a result of their physics, they rotate very quickly. After birth, neutron stars can rotate up to 60 times every second. This pace may rise to more than 600 times per second in some cases. Number 2. There is an uncountable number of stars in the known universe. The number of stars in the universe is a mystery to us. For the time being, we base our calculations on our current knowledge of the Milky Way's star population. The best estimate of the number of galaxies in the universe is then multiplied by that number. After all that calculation, NASA can only affirm with certainty that there are an infinite number of stars. Any uncountable amount is a billion. Their estimate was given as 70 sextillion in a study by the Australian National University. In other words, that is 70 quadrillion. Number 3. The Apollo astronauts' footprints on the Moon will probably stay there for at least 100 million years since the Moon doesn't have an atmosphere. There's no wind or water to erode or wash away the Apollo astronauts' mark on the Moon. That means their footprints, rover prints, spaceship prints, and discarded materials will stay preserved on the Moon for a very long time. They won't stay on there forever, though. The Moon's still a dynamic environment. It's actually being constantly bombarded with micrometeorites, which means that erosion is still happening on the Moon, just very slowly. Number 4. 99% of our solar system's mass is the Sun. Our star, the Sun, makes up a whopping 99% of the mass of our entire solar system because it is so thick. Its ability to exert a greater gravitational pull than any planet is due to this. Our Sun is a G-type main sequence star, which implies that it fuses about 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium per second. As a consequence, it also transforms around 4 million tons of matter into energy. The Sun will turn into a crimson giant and engulf the Earth and all life when it dies. Fear not, though, it won't occur for another 5 billion years. Number 5. More energy from the Sun hits Earth every hour than the planet uses in a year. Over the past 15 years, there has been a 20% annual growth in the utilization of solar energy. According to Yale Environment 360, the global capacity for solar energy increased by 30% in 2017, resulting in a production of 98.9 gigawatts of solar energy. Despite appearing to be a significant amount, this amount of energy only makes up 0.7% of the yearly global electricity use. Number 6. The largest asteroid in our solar system is a mammoth piece of space rock named Ceres. The asteroid, which is often referred to as a dwarf planet, has a diameter of over 600 kilometers. It makes up a full third of the mass of the asteroid belt and is by far the largest object between Mars and Jupiter. The surface of Ceres is roughly equivalent to the size of Argentina or India's country of origin. The unmanned spacecraft Dawn has just completed its mission orbiting Ceres and assisting us in fundamentally altering our perception of the world. Number 7. One day on Venus is longer than 1 year on Earth. Venus rotates on its axis at a very slow rate, taking 243 Earth days to complete one full round. Funny enough, Venus completes one revolution around the Sun in exactly 226 days, which is even less time than Earth days. The Sun rises twice a year, which technically falls on the same day, and does so every 117 Earth days, so there are only 2 days in a year when the Sun will rise twice. The Sun will rise in the west and set in the east since Venus similarly rotates in a clockwise direction. Number 8. Jupiter's red spot is shrinking. Over the past few decades, Jupiter's renowned red spot has been dwindling. A massive rotating cyclone the size of 3 Earths used to exist in this region of the globe. As of this now, only 1 Earth can fit in the space. It's interesting to see that despite the storm's narrowing width, it is actually lengthening. Scientists are still unsure of the cause of this event as of 2018, but some suggest that it may be related to Jupiter's jet streams, which have either altered location or direction. Number 9. One of Saturn's moons has a distinct two-tone coloration. One of the 62 moons of Saturn, Iapetus, is a quite unusual celestial body. The coloring of this moon is clearly two-toned, with one side being significantly darker than the other. As of 2018, no other moon in the solar system exhibits this peculiar phenomenon. The hue of Iapetus depends on where it is in relation to the other moons of Saturn. According to Forbes, the black patches are explained by the fact that Iapetus is outside of Saturn's rings and as a result encounters a lot of space debris from things that may be going through its orbit. In addition, the entirely dark Phoebe moon, which orbits Saturn in the opposite direction from Iapetus and is farther away, emits a constant stream of particles. Iapetus rotates counterclockwise, which means that as it revolves past Phoebe, only one side of Iapetus is struck by the debris. Iapetus is only half dark, which explains why. Number 10. The position of the North Star will change over time. When Polaris ceases to be the North Star in around 13,000 years, navigation will become strange. In case you didn't know, the Earth's axis experiences a motion known as precession, which causes the planet's axis to alter and occasionally take the shape of a cone. When this happens, it takes the axis about 26,000 years to carve out a full cone shape. Additionally, when the Earth experiences precession, Polaris, the current North Star, will soon start to change locations. Thuban, also known as Alpha Draconis, is thought to have been the North Star in 3000 BC. The star Vega will become the new North Star in roughly 13,000 years, but in 26,000 years, as the Earth's precession continues, Polaris will move back to its original location. Thank you and hope to see you next time.